Mr. Borralho, we're back. How are you, man?
One more time, I'm right here again, my brother. I'm very good. And you? You good?
Good, good, good. Look, I was dying to talk to you. I wanna know everything you saw on that fight. It's a crazy fight. I
Yeah.
would never look. That's why we both are sponsored by Steak, but I'm very careful when I bet because if I had a lot of money, I would bet a lot of money on Belal Muhammad. And
Yeah.
and
If I could bet, I would definitely would bet in Belal Muhammad too.
right?
Because the styles doesn't match at all, and we saw what Gilbert did with Jack in their last fight. So I think Belal is way more well-rounded, has better wrestling than Gilbert. So I thought that he would uh, do the same thing to Jack, but wouldn't make a mistake like during in the last round. But it
Yeah.
was totally opposite that I thought.
Exactly, exactly. How do you see the strategy of Jack playing out against Belal? Great takedown defense. I think the key was, from what I saw, was like I guess by the end of the second round, Belal was already frustrated. He couldn't get his game going, and some people think that he decided to like throw hands into to prove that he's an exciting fighter. Maybe he did that on the first round, and second round he tried to implement his game, and he was like, "Oh shit, this
he
is not
was
gonna
a
work."
Yeah, he was already a little bit off, because he had a terrible first round. Like it didn't even look like Bilal. Even on the feet, it didn't look like him. I thought that he had some injury or something like that. I was watching, I was saying,
Mm,
this guy is injured. This guy has something because he's very straight. He's not cutting angles. He's not doing anything that he did with like Leon Edwards, for example.
yeah,
And
yeah.
by the other hand, I think Jack did an amazing job defending the takedowns. I think the people started to realize how to defend the wrestling from these guys from Dagestan. Of course, Bilal is not from Dagestan, but he's training with Islam and Khabib and all these guys. And if you've seen the fight, I think something that really played out very good to Jack is the 2-on-1 on the hand. You know,
Mm.
he was always defending, dominating one hand of Bilal with his two hands, and because the Dagestani guys they feel confident when they get this grip or this grip.
Okay.
So if you kill one hand, there's no grip for him to tie you up. You know what I mean? So I think he did an amazing job doing that. I think he and his team studied that a lot, and amazing job. Amazing distance control. I love it. His distance control. He's a boxer. He likes to come forward, but in this fight, with takedowns and everything that Bilal could bring to the fight, Jack was a little bit more low. He was a little bit more low with his hands low. He wasn't moving forward like crazy like he used to do. And amazing strategy. I love it. I love it the way he fought.
Yeah, man, I was so impressed, and I was like, so now this is the scenario we have. We have Islam Makhachev definitely moving up right now because there was some. I always thought he was gonna move up anyway. Okay,
Yeah,
I just think he
but
was
just
waiting.
just just to finish something that I didn't say. Sorry for interrupt, brother. But
Of course.
definitely, but you talk about that. Definitely, Bilal wasn't doing the game plan. He's definitely was trying to prove something to people. And I think
Mm,
he did it wrong. He should
that's
have
the biggest
kept
mistake.
he should
Yeah.
he should have kept his style and everything because that's a style that win fights. He's already the champion and all that. So
If it's boring, fuck it. It's winning, right?
yeah, like I don't know why he chose to do that. Like it must be
Yeah.
something that is
You
really,
went through something similar a few fights back, right? People,
yeah.
especially in Brazil, people were hitting you very heavy with it. It's like, oh, Borralho is very,
Decision
and
boy.
you had a little bit of that against Paul Craig, right? Like you were like, in my view, outside of this, I actually spoke to your coach on that too. I was like, I was so worried about that fight because I thought you were so emotional. Like I'm gonna knock this guy out. I'm gonna prove this guy's wrong. They say I don't have knockout power, and I was like, fuck that shit. Just win the fight.
Yeah,
But you said that was all part of the something that you guys had planned and everything, and then I was like, all right, I'm
yeah,
cool then.
yeah. Definitely, it was a little bit different because in deep down, I knew that I have knockout power, that I could knock people out. You know what I mean? Abus was so close to get knocked out with a body shot,
Yeah.
and
But even like you didn't finish him, but you
yeah,
put a beat on him that
exactly.
was like, but people were not even, it's like that was a show.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
that.
like yeah, exactly. What I was saying is like it's different for me because I know that I can do all this stuff, and Bilal is not a striker at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he, if he had this inside of him, he was a striker, but he's just winning fights with his wrestling. Okay, he could choose to do that, but it's not the same thing. He doesn't have this high level striking to be to take away all his wrestling. You know what I mean? So I think he did a
Yeah.
wrong choice. Yeah,
So now,
huge gap.
Islam Makhachev moving up, and again, I'm gonna say it again. I thought he was gonna move up anyway. I think this whole, oh, he's such a close friend to us. He was never his talk. Like Khabib keeps saying that. Islam made sure people knew he wanted to move up. Uh, but now Bilal is not there anymore. How do you see Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Madalena for the welterweight title?
Uh, if you see the Jack performance on Saturday, you could say that he can win Islam Makhachev.
Really?
But to be honest, I don't think this is gonna happen. I don't think he will win. I think Islam is more well rounded than Belal. He has a not like wonderful striking, but we saw what he did to Dustin Poirier a little bit. He was on his feet. He was comfortable on the feet. He got frustrated because he couldn't take him down in some rounds, and but he kept like his composure and everything. So I think maybe it's a little bit different fight. But actually, it's just Belal's fault, because if Belal kept his game plan and if he kept like his style, he could win. You know what I mean? Since the
Yeah.
first round, going there, wrestling a little bit and mix it up things, striking just to hide the wrestling and all that, he should have done that. I think Islam is too experienced in Islam. Is a true champion, and I think he knows what he can do. He knows that he can strike a little bit, but just to go with his grappling. So I think Islam beats Jack. I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. And the key thing now is he already said last week he's not vacating the lightweight title. And even though a bunch of people keep saying it's bullshit, I think it's a genius move from all sides. And the UFC, it's gonna accept that with no problems because that gives them 3 super fights.
Yes.
Islam moving up, it's 1 super fight. Interim belt for Charles and Topuria, the 2nd super fight.
And then he goes
Islam,
back.
if he wins, he can come back and defend the title. Even
Yeah.
though Pahumpa today on the podcast say if he's probably gonna bulk up to
Yeah.
fight for the title, he won't be able to make the weight again, which it's a possibility.
Yeah.
But if he loses, that super fight's back and it's still open.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, so I don't want to fight welterweight anymore. I'm just gonna go back to be a lightweight
Yeah.
champion. And he does the unification of the belt with whoever wins the.
Yeah, I think it's a genius move, definitely, definitely. But I think he's just saying that because he wants to hold the 2 belts simultaneously when he wins the 170. So he wants like to
Yes,
hold both belts just to
like
be
Conor
like
McGregor did, and they didn't, right?
exactly their biggest enemy did that, and
Yes,
nobody did that on their team. No, even Khabib did that, or no anyone. So I think he wants to do the same thing just to make things equal. I don't think
I
he's gonna
agree.
come back to 155 after he book up to 170 because he's already making a lot of effort trying to make 155. So I think after he feels that the taste of good food and real food, he would say, "I'm never coming back from 55 again. I don't need that." And
Yeah,
and he's already talking about retiring and all that. That he has like maybe one or two more fights left and all that. So I don't think he's going to move backwards to 155. I just think he wants to when he wins the 170 belt, he wants to hold the two belts. The same thing. He would say shit about McGregor, maybe something like
Take a
that. So
picture and fly
yeah,
away.
yeah, exactly. I think so.
Uh, Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria. That fight breaks my heart. How do you see? Do you think, first of all, do you think Topuria, it's all of that fucking like the last Pringles in the can and like we say in Brazil, right? Do you really think all of that from of Topuria? Do you think he's that special? We have like a new McGregor or a new Khabib, like that level of star power or dominance, kind of.
I think so. I think he has. I
Oh,
think I think the guy is very, very good. He understood the game with small gloves. He's a grappler. People don't know that. People actually today they know that, but people don't realize that he's one of the best grapplers in the UFC. Like
wow.
I've been hearing his stories about him coming to Kill Cliff and killing all the Dagestani guys,
I heard that from Gilbert.
defending all the takedowns, take them down and knock people out. So he learned, he understood this game. He understood the small gloves, the power that he can generate with the small gloves. He knows that he needs to go slowly and then all of a sudden explode and do a big shot. So he knows all that. He understood the game, and I think he's really, really special. I
Wow.
cannot take any credit off this guy because this guy did what he did. He knocked out Max Holloway, was never knocked out, and all that. So I think he's really, really special. I think so.
Wow. Okay. So, do you
You don't
think
agree with that?
Charles?
You don't agree with that?
I'm not sure about the special. Look, because my point was he never got Prime Volk and he didn't get Prime Max.
Yes, yes.
But but he did fucking spectacular. I'm not taking that from him. Okay, I'm not taking you don't have Prime Max, but you take a wrong step in front of today's Max, you get fucked up. I'm not. I recognize that. I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying
I don't know.
all the praises and all the talk. I don't think he got a fucking top level guy like him right now. Like Islam, like Charles, like Armand Sarukian, like those real top five guys from lightweight that they're like
Yeah,
spectacular guys. I think on the featherweight, he's the one that making all the noise. Like
yeah.
he's the spectacular one. You saw we just saw Lopez. It's not Diego. What's his name? Is it Diego?
Cool.
Shit. The Brazilian guy who just fought Volca is Diego
Yeah,
Lopez.
Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes.
Yeah, I blinked for a second. We just saw him, and that kid had the potential to be like something spectacular, but he got schooled by a much more experienced guy, right? That's what Volca did, and I think Topuria is better than all of those guys. I'm not sure moving up how much power he will bring up
Yeah,
and how that will translate, because then you have a bunch of special guys. You have Islam, Arman, Charles, even Justin Gage, which is also far away from his prime now. But I think it's just a different level of competition in size. Those guys are coming down.
yeah,
Topuria will be going up. And I think like, and I'm again, he has the aura, but I just don't think he got tested against
yeah.
someone at his level.
Yeah, like I agree with you in a matter of size. It's definitely a problem that he will face in 155 division because he's not big enough. Even to 145, he's not that big.
Yeah,
So I think he will definitely have a problem with that. And that's interesting because that's why I'm so in doubt about this fight against Charles. Because Charles got like people are afraid of Topuria knockout power. So
Mm-hmm.
people is always coming backwards. You know what I mean? Charles is not that style. Charles comes forward. He takes some shots. He comes forward and beat you up with like a heavy hand, because Charles has a heavy hand to even to 155. He has heavy hands.
You ever
So
train with
Charles,
him?
no, never trained with
No.
Charles. Never, yeah, one of the few that I never trained with. But I think the thing is about this fight is a bit size. You know, I think Charles is way bigger than him. I think he will have some problem like shortening the distance and all that. And that's why I'm in doubt about this fight, you know, because Charles will be way bigger. Charles is not a great matchup for him. The only thing on the other side that I feel that Topuria can win is because Charles get clipped a lot. So
Yeah,
Charles get touched a lot to start to put his game and his pace in the fight. So I don't think Ilia is the kind of guy that you want to take some shots from him. You know what I mean? So
100%.
everything's gonna play out like how Charles is gonna take the hands and keep moving forward and make him move backwards. Because Ilya is not. If I can say one thing that he's not good, is moving backwards. He cannot
Mm.
like respond, counterpunch, you know, like slip and go or something like that. He needs to make you step on your back foot all the time. And if you step on your back foot all the time, then he found himself. He's used to that. That's the way he trains. He comes forward, taking angles, and then put some hands on you, put some hands on your stomach, just to go up again and go to your head and all that. So I'm definitely in doubt about this fight.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like we cannot do Dustin Poirier, Justin Gage style, like where Charles gets like it's not even a flash down. It was a full knockdown, and wait for those guys to jump on him. He won't make he won't make the ground and pound. I think if that happens, I'm with you on that. But I also think the size is going to play a big like at that level. 5-10 pounds extra makes a lot of difference, especially in grappling, high level grappling, right?
Yeah, and Charles has
Yeah,
a great grappling too, you know.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, I think it's a great matchup actually, because
yeah.
you can be both sides. I see this fight like 50-50, something like that. If it was prime Charles, like maybe 2 years ago, maybe I will go with Charles. You know
Oof.
what I mean? Like,
Okay.
but right now, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still in doubt about
Yeah,
this fight, but I got it 50-50.
okay. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. All right, guys, we'll be back for more. Mr. Caio Borralho, thank you so much, man. His Instagram is right on the screen there. Follow him up. Come on, don't be cheap. Just hit the like button. Follow us
Yes.
every Monday. I don't know why I'm saying every Monday because you're not seeing this on Monday, but we're recording this Monday night. If a little behind the curtains makes you happy, you're getting this by Wednesday, and be happy with that.
Let's go. Thank you for
Thanks,
that,
my
brother.
brother. I'll see you next week.
Thank you. I'll see you next week. See you guys. Thank you. And everybody go on Imavov and make him fight me. Go in UFC. Go
Oh
in
shit!
everywhere.
Yeah,
And
fucking
saying
Imavov,
shit
stop
about
running
Imavov
around,
versus
bitch.
Caio Borralho. Imavov versus Caio Borralho. Just go there, comment this. You guys know that I deserve. So he cannot
That's all
run
we're
for
waiting
much
for. Like
time.
we still
Yeah.
don't have a fight.
Yeah, so if he keeps running, he's gonna get tired as always. So you know what I mean? He's still running, but you get tired.
Okay. What anything in the light? Please don't move too much backwards, like you were saying. Like, oh, I'll
Yeah,
fight like a top 10 guy. Don't fuck that. You fight Imavov. He cannot run forever. Like he's not gonna.
yeah,
And I get you need to fight, but he needs a fight too. Or fuck it. Next time someone's fighting for the title, it's gonna be you
it's
and not
me.
him.
Yeah, yeah,
You
exactly.
know.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If he doesn't want to fight, it's okay. I don't mind to wait to the time. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't mind. There's no one to fight right now in the division. Everybody's booked.
Yeah.
Everybody. And the ones that are not booked, there's rumors about it already. You know, the only guys that
Okay.
are not booked is Strickland and Adesanya, and they are already scheduling something to make them fight themselves. So
Okay.
everyone until like top 12, top 13, something like that, everybody's booked. You know, so there's no other fight that makes sense. That's the only fight that makes sense, and
I agree.
let's see what the UFC is gonna do. I trust the UFC. You know, I know they are trying and everything, but they cannot obligate him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But look,
So
I'm gonna have to side with Imavov on this because if I was Imavov, I wouldn't want to fight Caio Borralho either. So sorry. If I can keep
uh,
my number one spot without
yeah,
fighting Caio Borralho, I'm
yeah,
okay with
and
that.
I'm gonna wait like 2 years until I fight against the fight.
No, just keep fighting the other guy. Like that girl that didn't want to fight Cyborg. Remember, like she didn't. She was the champion. And she didn't want to defend against Cyborg. That's kind of like, it's like, hey, you're number one. You're not gonna fight Kyle. It's like, nah, I'll just take a fight like number
Yeah,
7, number 8. He's gonna
just
fight
like
for the
Whitaker did.
title.
Just like
He's gonna
Whitaker
fight for
did.
the title. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
yeah.
He's
So
gonna.
Whitaker, you wanna fight Kyle? No, I'm good. I'm gonna fight only August. I'm still recovering and all that. And then all of a sudden he takes Renier the Heated.
Yeah,
This is
that's.
crazy, but
It is
it
crazy.
is what
It
it
is
is. You know
crazy.
what I mean? It's my fault. It's just because I'm killing everyone. I'm dominating everyone. All my
Yeah, yeah,
wins was domination. You know, I think I lost like in 7 fights, I lost like 2 rounds in the UFC.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
fought a lot of rounds because a lot of my fights was decision. So it's not a fight, it's domination. That's what I'm doing.
Exactly.
That's what I'm gonna keep doing. And that's what they know that I can do. So that's why they keep running. You know what I mean?
That
And
fight against Jared Cannonier, man, you
yeah,
scared a lot of people after that
yeah,
fight. You scared a lot of people. Like, holy fuck, look what he's doing to Cannonier. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't wanna be there, and that's what the problem is for
Yeah,
sure.
because
Yeah,
people were always saying like, oh, he has grappling and wrestling and all that. I can kill him in the striking. So I go and I fight and I fight the one of the scariest guy in the division, one of the biggest knockout power guys in the division. I go there, stay close to him. I didn't even shoot one takedown in the fight. So it was almost like a new guy coming. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So now they are lost. I think they are like, how can we win this kid? We're gonna take him down. He's gonna do jiu-jitsu, sweep us. I'm gonna try to take him down. He's a judoka, black belt judo, and he defends takedown well. He has guillotine and all that. So okay, I'm gonna strike with him. So you see what he did to Derek Cannonier? So I think the guys, the real guys, they know that Imavov is real because he knows that. You know what I mean? But he gotta fight, and I gotta fight. So why
yeah.
not?
We'll ask every week. How about that?
Let's do
Imavov,
it.
you're gonna see,
Let's.
and every week I'm gonna make a little clip and I'm
I'm
gonna post
always,
all over.
I'm always, I'm always giving him like half of my paycheck to fight me. You know what I mean? Like fuck this guy, man. What is this? You know, like we're fighters. That's
Oh
what we
shit,
do.
that's
We
crazy.
fight. And as soon as I got into the sport, I always wanted to fight the best guys in the world. You know what I mean? Like this is the kind of challenge that makes me a better guy, a better human, a better athlete, and everything. You know? No, I didn't want to get into the UFC and face all these guys with like four straight losses, four losses in 5 fights, and all that.
Yeah,
That's not the kind of guys that I'm interested. Because if I pick one of these guys, it's gonna be like uh, monologue. You know what I mean? So I want
yeah,
the
yeah,
best guys. I want the best guys ever, and I took one of the best guys, Jared Cannonier, and it was a monologue. It was a domination. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He hit me like
yeah.
2 times in the fight. The one that I got open and the one in the mouth. 2 times he
Guy
hit in a
fucking hits
5 round
strong
fight.
too. He hit hard,
Yeah,
right?
two
Yeah,
times in a 5 round fight. So this is a domination, guys. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So it is what it
We'll
is.
be back.
It's my fault.
Imavov, we know we're gonna be watching, so every week we'll have a new clip for you. My brother, thank you so much.
Thank you,
We'll see you
Rafa.
guys next week.
Thank you,
Thanks.
man. See you guys.